Yeah, one of those things. That's the reason why we play to 7 points as opposed to say maybe like 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, definitely to make it a more, you really have to win at that point.
Yeah, the staff that Ogodei carries has a maximum of 216 charges, and once that runs out, you're pretty much vulnerable.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically he's using fireball, so he won't be completely out of the water once that staff runs out. But he'll have to be casting. He'll have to pay mana to cast the spell. So right now he's using the staff, and if Constantine just kept diagonal walking, dragging the match out, he could you know run Ogodai's mana down as he casts fireball. And really, as we're talking about that, there's another point for Ogodai. First point on the board.
Yeah, that was the first game of the match right there. Now, interestingly enough, Constantine, when refilling, uses the yellow full rejuvenation potions, but oh, it looks like Ogodai's doing the same thing. I was kind of curious why he was using just the blue potions of mana, not the full potions of rejuvenation.
Well, here's the. I guess that was a practice match we just watched there. So I got a message from Constantine. Um, so maybe we put that point on the board a little prematurely. But yeah, I mean the sorcerer realistically can use mana potions. But the problem is that there's a glitch in Diablo 1 where if your hit points falls below your character level, so if Constantine hits Ogodai, breaks his mana shield, and then gets his hit points below 40, but doesn't kill him, and then Ogodai is able to cast a mana shield, then he could potentially exploit a glitch that would increase his hit recovery speed. So he doesn't really need to use full rejuvenation potions, but if theoretically, if he got caught in a situation where he was using mana potions and that happened and he was winning, Constantine could argue he was breaking the rules, exploiting a glitch, basically.
Ah, gotcha.
And I would honor that. I mean, it's. I think it's fairly reasonable to say, hey, just use the full rejuvenations for the official matches.
All right, Hydra's up, and once Hydra goes away, round number 1 begins of this best of 13.
Yes, sir.
We are underway, Game Train.
I'm what?
I said we are underway.
Oh,
The round 1 is underway. And Constantine already out of mana is the first one that has to sip a potion.
Yeah, it's close though.
Yep, Ogodei has to sip his first potion as well. Yeah, very close between the two. Of course, Constantine, being the warrior, wants to try to get up close, try to get that stun lock on Ogodei, where Ogodei wants to try and stay as far away from Constantine as possible, get those pot shots in with that staff.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Constantine using some nice diagonal walk there, avoiding the damage.
Absolutely. Of course, we do have a rule that you should not be doing that move for more than 90% of a particular duel.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone do that yet.
No, it's one of those more of it seems like it might be one of more of those guideline kind of rules. It seems to be one of those rules that's rarely enforced unless you have somebody who's really observant of the battle that notices if somebody's really taking advantage of that strat.
Yeah, I mean, if we saw someone who's doing it 90% of the time, we would notice. I mean, Constantine's obviously mixing it up with some teleport here, and it doesn't take much to get below that 90% threshold.
No, not at all. You see that Ogodei has built a bit of a lead on Constantine. Not much mana left for Constantine. Has to sip the 5th potion. But so does Ogodei, so it's kind of tightened up a little bit now.
Oh yeah, this is a close match.
This is nothing different. This is exactly how round number 1 began against you, Gain Train. You had the early advantage, and then Constantine just slowly chipped away. It's very, very close between these two. I mean, their levels are practically identical, but Ogodei just had to use his 6th potion. Constantine going to ride this one out as far as he can, but he's got to use it before that life meter goes to 0, or you're done.
Yeah. I mean, he just pushed that a little farther to drink the potion rather than using the healing spell.
Both are down to their last potion. It's going to come down to who can be more methodical with what they have left. And Ogodei, again, holding on to that narrow lead as Constantine low on mana again. But it's Constantine who has to sip the final potion first. Ogodei, right, sorry, I said Constantine. Ogodei has to pop that potion, but now Constantine as well. And Constantine has just a small lead on Ogodei here in round number 1, and it is going to come down to the wire, folks.
For sure.
Ogodei has less than half of his mana. Constantine still has more than half of his. Now Ogodei really... Oh! And it is Ogodei who hangs on by the slimmest of margins. Constantine out of everything, and Ogodei draws first blood, 1-0.
Yeah, and going back to the staff thing real quick, when you look at Ogodei, when his fireball spell's orange, he's casting it from the staff. When it's blue, he's casting it with mana.
Yeah, so he was actually out of charges there. So, I mean, Ogodei got really lucky at the end because he was down to, you see how much mana he's down to. He's literally nothing left.
Yeah, that was close. That was close for sure.
This is the kind of action we're going to see in this match here, Gain Train. We're going to be in for quite the ride.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Players have restocked on their equipment. Each player can hold a single belt of 8 potions and no more, and Hydra is on the field, so once he goes away, round 2 begins.
That's right. That's right, Lost Card, absolutely.
All right, here we go, round 2. Ogodei ahead 1-0. We'll see if Constantine can tie up this match or if Ogodei can build an early advantage. Ogodei getting a few good shots in, and it's going to be pretty even. Oh, no! Fortunately, Ogodei waiting a little bit too long to sip that first potion. Once he did, Constantine just went right after him, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, that was. I almost wish I had a replay to see what happened there. His mana was down. He must have just been getting hit and just didn't drink that potion fast enough.
I saw that Ogodei drank the potion. I mean, Constantine and Ogodei drank their first potion literally at the same time, and then all of a sudden, Ogodei down. I mean, Constantine must have really got some good shots in on him. Either that, or it was like a simultaneous cast of the. Could that possibly happen? Have a simultaneous cast of the potion and dying at the same time? I know in some games that can actually happen.
I imagine it could. What I think happened is Ogodei just drank that potion a little bit too late, and then once that mana shield's down, it's like one more hit and he's dead basically. So he just drank it a little too late. I'd have to see the replay. I would have to assume just from what I saw, like he just was a little bit too late.
All right, and round 3 begins. Since that was a short duel, didn't have to restock on supplies. So here we go. Well, there goes all of Constantine's mana already, and he'll be the first one to drink a potion. Ogodei being very methodical and efficient on his fireball shots, and he's got about a full potion lead early, and it's not going to be much longer until Constantine's going to have to drink that second one.
Yeah, I agree.
But Ogodei doesn't have much mana left either, and he'll have to sip his first before Constantine has to sip on his second. He hasn't sipped it just yet. And going to try to... Now there's that stun lock that Constantine trying to get, but 3 potions down on both sides, and I'd say a very slim advantage now to Constantine.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting. On Constantine's screen, he had Ogodei and Stunlock. On Ogodei's screen, he was taking damage, and he kind of had this warrior chasing him around.
Well, here we go again.
Yeah.
Constantine now up by about a potion.
Yeah, 3 to 4.
Yep. But Constantine doesn't have much. Now we're tied, but it's still a small Constantine advantage, as Ogodei has about half of his mana. Constantine has about 2/3. Oh my! Ogodei really putting it on Constantine, and Constantine has no more potions. Ogodei still has 1. Boy, they are really getting under each other's skin, and Constantine in trouble.
Yeah.
Constantine down to his last little bit, and there he goes. Ogodei finishes him off with a few fireballs and takes a 2-1 lead in the match.
Yeah, I'm paying close attention to Ogodei here. I mean, there's definitely an interesting thing. We've both seen it, where on Constantine's screen, he's got a sorcerer and stun lock. He's beating up on him, but Ogodei on his screen, he's not in stun lock. He's taking damage, but shooting fireballs. It's an interesting exchange, and I'm also paying attention to his distancing here too. It seemed like he's staying about 5-6 squares away at most points during the match.
Yeah, I think it's that lag that we were talking about earlier that might be coming into play here.
Could be. Could be. It's hard to say. I haven't really analyzed the matches where I was going against Constantine to see if the same thing happens or not. It's like we're going into round 4 here.
All right, our dragon friend is now out of the way, at least on Constantine's side. No, here we go. Round 4.
Constantine getting a few swings in with that sword early on.
Once again, it's Ogodei getting more efficiency with his fireballs. As well, now it's even again.
Yeah, it was a quick lead by Constantine, a little advantage there, and then Ogodei kind of closed the gap.
Ogodei landing another shot there. He's up by a potion at the moment. And Ogodei really getting great shots in. No more mana left, but Ogodei is the first one to sip the second potion, but Constantine's not going to be that far back. Having to do the same. Ogodei has to sip his third potion, so Constantine in round number 4 has about a half a potion lead at the moment on Ogodei. That stun lock, we just saw it on Ogodei's side. He was just getting beat up there by Constantine, and it is now, that lead is widening to more than 2 potions. Then all of a sudden, Ogodei making his move. The stun locks are real, folks. 1 potion left for Ogodei. Constantine still has 3. It's looking really good for Constantine to tie up this match again.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna be in for a good match.
Oh no! Commentator's curse. Constantine falling asleep at the wheel. Boy, I tell you again, Trent, big missed opportunity there for Constantine.
Yeah. I mean, Constantine trying to push those potions a little too far. It's a delicate balance. Between pushing. Like you said, he had a 3 potion advantage. Then he could have drank one of those and still been in it.
Yep, he was up 3 potions to 1, and it's kind of like press your luck. You can only hit it so many times before you hit that whammy.
Yeah.
Constantine's going to have to shrug that one off and find a way to get back into this match. He's now down 3-1.
Yeah. I mean, he just needs to. I mean, it's obvious here from us watching. He needs to keep doing what he's doing, but just not die. It's easier said than done, of course, but.
Yeah, he's definitely looked really good on his combat. He's gotten some real nice stun locks on Ogodei to give himself advantages. He's just not been quite able to put the games away.
Yeah, and Ogodei really, really keeping a good distance here against his opponent. I mean, he's really, and Ogodei's really not doing anything too fancy here. This is Sorcerer 101, really. Of course, executed incredibly well, but just teleporting away, keeping his distance, and keeping his cursor on his opponent. and shooting those fireballs. I mean, it doesn't really look like there's a whole lot of phase auto aim or anything like that, or teleport auto aim even. No double flash yet either from Ogodei. He normally likes using that double flash.
All right, Hydra goes down. Here we go. Round number 5. Getting some great shots in on Constantine. He's got no more mana left. He's going to have to use that potion soon. And he does just that. So early advantage Ogodei here in round 5.
Yeah, and Ogodei is really, he's alternating. One of the things I'm watching, he's alternating between using the Staff of Fireball and the spell. I guess he's maybe he wants to burn off a little more mana. He's using the spell instead.
And now that's translating to about a half a potion lead at the moment. Constantine slowly chipping away though. But still looks like he might be the first to use the second potion, and he's really pushing it again, and both use their second potion.
Yeah, Ogodei being a little more conservative with the potions. He doesn't want to end up in that situation where he's getting, because his mana is his health hit points, so he only has a little sliver of mana there. That's that balance.
Very close between these two. Gonna have to. It'll be Ogodei who's forced to use that third potion first. So just an ever so slight advantage right now for Constantine. Constantine getting some good damage there. Ogodei getting some good damage on Constantine, but Constantine did get a lot of damage on Ogodei with that stun lock, and now he's established himself about a full potion lead.
Yeah, and maybe he can probably turn that into 2 potions if he slows place here, dude. Or have Ogodei waste his staff charges.
Constantine doing a good job dodging those fireballs, and yeah, when you use those fireballs, yeah, if we see he's using his mana, and yeah, that's now about a full potion lead as Constantine. Well, look at this!
Yeah, neck and neck again.
And just when we thought Constantine was looking good here for round number 5, all of a sudden here comes Ogodei, and he's actually now built a little bit of a lead.
Constantine missed that telekill there.
He had a shot to get a stun lock in, but couldn't quite convert, and we're pretty much even again. Constantine, whoa, really pushing it there, Gain Train.
Yeah, he drank that potion, so I think he could have tried to get heal, but he drank the potion instead.
And ooh, look at this though. Ogodei gonna have to use his 7th potion, and just like that, we're about even again. But now Constantine gonna have to use a little bit of that mana. He was getting down there on life. Very close between these two as it's been for. Oh, but Constantine, look out! You've got very little health. He's gonna have to use that mana.
Oh well, he's
wow.
Yeah,
oh, and there it is again.
Man, Constantine's really gonna have to put in some work. Otherwise, Ogodei is going to be our champion 3 months in a row here. Craziness, I say.
Yeah, once again, Constantine started with the lead, but again, just couldn't finish the deal.
Yeah, he found him. I mean, he was in that situation where he made the call. He said, "I'm going to go for the heal, not drink this potion," and Ogodei didn't let him do it.
Ogodei just put on a barrage of fireballs there, and Constantine literally had nowhere to go because once he was trying to heal, he just kept getting swarmed by those fireballs, and before he knew it, he was done.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Constantine's already fully stocked. Ogodei just has to get a couple more potions, then he'll be ready to go. All right, both players are ready. Hydra's out on the field, and round 6 is about to begin. All right, here we go. Ogodei landing a few good shots there on Constantine, and he's got low mana.
Yeah, yeah. Constantine opting not to start with mana shield this time, so we're seeing a little closer match. I would have liked to see Constantine use healing back in that center area, but it's just me. Oh.
Having to use their first potion pretty much at the same time, but Ogodei still holding a bit of an advantage. And Constantine, boy, again, he's really been pressing his luck with when to heal. I mean, Ogodei is just not letting him do so. He is just really pounding it in on Constantine. Ogodei has built himself about a third of a potion lead on Constantine, but it won't be much longer until, yep, Ogodei will use his second.
Another neck and neck match.
That's exactly what you want to see in these duels. You want to see it be very close and very competitive. And the scoreboard really doesn't reflect it right now, Game Train, but this has actually been a very competitive match.
Yeah, I mean, even most of them are. You know, even when we see guys get, you know, I got 7-0'd by Constantine not long ago, and I didn't feel like it was that bad of a match. You know, even if it's 1 or 2 potions in at the end, it's just having that, you know, slightly better performance.
Constantine getting a stun lock in and has now built about a full potion lead on Ogodei. He would really like to get back into this match, and a win would definitely go a long way.
Yeah, he needs this win. He needs this win right now. And right the way it's looking, well, yeah, it's a 1 potion lead, pretty much.
Ogodei's cut a little bit of that deficit. He was down by about a little more than a potion, now it's less than a potion, and well, as I say that, Constantine must have gotten a stun lock, but Constantine now has no more mana, and I would imagine he's gonna ride it out again, but it's kind of burned him so far in this match, and we'll see if he's gonna make that proper adjustment. Alright.
That was a good move. Well, he just drank 2 potions there, so it was a good move, but it was maybe overreaching a bit. Because now we're looking at a 1 potion advantage for Constantine.
Yeah, and that lead is starting to dwindle again. Ogodei cutting that deficit. He's done this for a majority of today's match. Been down but not out. That lead continuing to dwindle for Constantine. Ogodei getting really good shots in. He's low on mana. He's going to have to use that 6th potion soon. Which he does. Ogodei is about roughly half a potion, maybe 2/3 of a potion behind Constantine.
Well, Ogodai's in that awkward position right now where he has to choose between drinking his potion or kind of risking it. Because if Constantine catches him and his mana's that low, I mean, he could die pretty quick.
Ogodei the first to be down to 1 potion. Constantine doesn't have that much mana left, and he's going to have to use his penultimate potion very soon. So right there, and still a Constantine lead, but barely. It's definitely going to come down to that final.
No, he shouldn't have healed out there.
Ooh, yeah, now Ogodei's now out of potions. Constantine still has 1 and a little bit of mana, but Constantine going to have to use his last one also, and it is going to come down to the wire once again here, Game Train. If Constantine could just get 1 stun lock in, this game is his.
Well, he needs to get a clean stun lock in.
Right.
Yeah,
Ogodei has not much mana left. Constantine, this is literally a tie. Oh my goodness. Who's going to emerge out on top here?
See, Ogodei, oh, he does still have the staff charges.
Now Ogodei has no more mana, and oh my goodness, it's going to be Constantine by a thread.
Yeah.
He needed that game train, and he got it.
Yeah, we got a 2-point spread now. You know, a much closer match rather than having a 4-point spread for sure. And a question here in chat regarding refilling their belt. No, they I'll post the rules here in the chat for you to see. But they cannot refill. They cannot refill their belt mid-match. 8 potions. That's all they get.
Yeah, it wasn't a clean stun lock that Constantine got in on Ogodei with the sword combat, but it was just enough for him to survive round number 6.
Yeah.
You see how much he's got left in mana and life. It wasn't much.
No, it was a one-hit match. You know, one more hit. Whoever, Constantine just got that last hit off just a little bit before Ogodei did, and that was it.
Also, yep.
One more fireball, Constantine would have been gone.
That's true. Now, an interesting fact, no, this doesn't happen very often in these PvP duels, but had both players been down at the same time, the double KO match would have been void.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have had that happen once, and we kind of said, you know what, it's no one gets a point if that happens.
Yeah, and I think it's a good move because if you have somebody who's on match point, like it's 6-4, they can't win by default. They have to win it outright to take the match. I think that's a good rule.
Yeah, they gotta be alive.
Constantine and Ogodei are ready to go, it looks like. Hydra's on the field. Once he goes away, we'll start round number 7.
Okay, round number 7 here. Let's see if Constantine can pull it off again. Opting to start with Mana Shield again. And Ogodei, 1 potion advantage.
That did not take long at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised to see Constantine. I've seen him switch it up. Sometimes he'll start with Mana Shield, sometimes not. And he didn't use it last time, and he won. I would think he would have tried to do the same thing again.
That's kind of one of those situations there, Game Train. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, the strategy really worked out for him in round number 6, but deciding to change it up after a victory, and so far he finds himself a little bit behind the 8th ball, but still within reason. Constantine out of mana. He's going to have to use that second potion short order. Again, I'm going to try to ride it out as long as he can. Got a little bit of damage there on Ogodei with that stun lock.
Yeah.
It's actually Ogodei who has to use the second potion first. Like Constantine right behind, so we're dead even. Very close between these two. Like Constantine might have to use his 3rd potion first, which he does. So Ogodei right behind him using his 3rd. So again, we're pretty much even.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are neck and neck for sure.
Constantine not able to land many shots, or rather, Ogodei not able to land many shots on Constantine, but...
Yeah, I mean, is Constantine 90% diagonal walk right now? I'm not really watching it. Doesn't look like he is.
No, he's definitely not. He's fine in that regard. It's just he's made some good dodges. Ogodei's just not been able to land shots on him.
Yeah, Ogodei kind of... Ogodei not keeping his, the first couple matches where Ogodei was just very dominant, he kept a good distance from Constantine, and that might... that could be part of the secrets of success. In Diablo 1, a lot of these mechanics, sometimes being a little bit closer or farther away from your opponent, that can make a big difference.
Yeah, most certainly. So maybe Ogodei trying to change it up a little bit, much like Constantine did with his Mana Shield use, and the adjustment's just not working out. Again, it's those situations. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, they've been on their game pretty much the entire night. Right now, though, it looks like it's a small lead for Ogodei in round number 7. But again, this is shaping up to be another round where it's going to come down to the final potion.
How good? I mean, that was Constantine was real close there, and he just walked away. Oh.
Ogodei got a few good shots there. He was cornered right there with Constantine, so
he just healed out of bounds.
Ooh.
I'm not supposed to do that, but whatever. No, I mean, he's not.
Constantine down to, it's a full potion lead now for Ogodei. Constantine in some trouble here in round 7. Constantine can't get a good head-to-head stun lock on Ogodei. Ogodei's going to win this one, but as I say that, Constantine has made a round. Oh boy, he had got Ogodei pinned there and has a little bit of a lead, and it's Ogodei popping the last potion first, but Constantine right behind, again, trying to get that stun lock. Ogodei does not have much mana left. And down goes Ogodei, and again, a photo finish. Constantine within one. It's 4-3.
Yeah. Guess we won't throw the penalty flag at him for that out of bounds healing. It wasn't too bad, I guess. That was a good match.
That was a really good match. I mean, it was looking like Ogodei was going to go back to having that three game advantage, but Constantine really dug deep, found a way to make the comeback happen, and now he's within one. Question in chat regarding the potions. You have the yellow potions, which are full rejuvenation potions that restore both your life and your mana.
Yeah, the yellow ones, the full rejuvenation potions, those yellow ones there, like Lost Card Fan 23 just said, those will refill both life and mana. They're a little bit challenging to get from Pepe, so sometimes our players preload them on the characters to speed things up a bit.
The blue ones are mana, the red ones are life potions, but you generally don't see life potions in these kind of PvP duels. Constantine's not at full mana just yet. I would imagine he'll do so before we begin round number 8.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Comment in chat here about the room looking upside down. Henry Penguin, not sure what you mean there, buddy. Maybe elaborate as we wait for this next match to pop off.
Oh, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. In a way, he's kind of right. It kind of looks like that they are standing upside down. If you really look at it carefully, just because of how the shape of the ground layout is, I kind of see it actually. Yeah, exactly. It's an optical illusion. That's exactly what it is.
Like what they're standing on the ceiling.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they're standing on the ceiling if you really think about it. Because if you think of that as being lava, then yeah, they're standing on the ceiling. I get it. I totally get what they're going after.
Gotcha.
All right, round number 8 begins.
Yeah, once this, oh yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it is on. All right.
I was looking at the wrong stream.
Oh, yeah, you were looking at the stream itself and not the other thing.
Yeah, man.
All right, and right now Ogodei with a early advantage. Constantine does not have much mana left, so Ogodei landing a few good shots here. And it will be Constantine who has to drink his first potion. Ogodei still has about half of his mana.
I mean, these guys really are a pleasure to watch dueling. They really are. I mean, pretty much every match except for one of them was, you know, not even a potion difference.
Constantine gonna have to use that second potion right there, so Ogodei continues to hold a little bit of a lead, but Ogodei gonna have to use his second potion as well. Be close. Right now, they're pretty much playing a game of hide and seek. Nobody's firing any weapons or anything. They are well away from each other. There they are.
Let's say Ogodei with a slight lead right now. Yep. Oh, that didn't register. I thought he hit Constantine.
Well, yeah, Constantine gonna have to use his third potion, so about a half potion lead for Ogodei at the moment. That lead is starting to whine a little bit.
Yeah, Ogodei's letting Constantine get away from him. And Ogodei's not using infravision either, I noticed.
There's a nice shot there from Ogodei, and Constantine low on mana again. It's about to be a full potion as Constantine's out of mana. Ogodei again continuing to land some really good shots, and Constantine down to 3 potions just like that. Ogodei's got 4, so about a full potion lead at the moment for Ogodei. He's trying to stretch his lead back to 2 games.
Caught him healing there.
Most certainly did. It's about a potion and a half lead at the moment for Ogodei, so Constantine really gonna have to find a way to get a stun lock without Ogodei. And there's a stun lock right there. So he's cut some of that lead. It's still about a full potion lead for Ogodei at the moment. Constantine teleported just in time. He was about to get hit by that fireball, but Ogodei still in control of round number 8. No more mana
Yeah,
left.
Ogodei just needs to slow it down, land a few shots here, not get stun locked.
Having said that, Constantine did land a couple of shots, so they're both at 2 potions, but Constantine's about to have to use his 7th. So again, still a full potion lead for Ogodei. It's not enabled Constantine to come back here in this game. Constantine about to have to use his final potion. He is low on mana and about half life left. But Ogodei gonna have to use his penultimate potion. Now Constantine, no more potions left. So again, Ogodei retaining that full potion advantage. shots there from Ogodei, and Constantine is not going to be around for much longer. Ogodei just needs to keep his cool, keep his distance, land some good shots in, and he should take a 5-3 lead. Ogodei's about to use his final potion, but Constantine is now out of mana.
Yeah, Ogodei needs it. Ogodei needs to drink that potion. Ow. You know what? Get it just in time.
Yep, and Constantine one more hit and he's done. But Ogodei does not have much mana left either, so Constantine trying to
Looks
pull
like
it away.
Ogodei's out of staff charges too.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, maybe not.
And there it is. Boy, just in time. Look how much mana Ogodei had left. None.
Yeah. Another. You know, that was probably a 2-hit match there.
Yes, I was just about to say, just judging by how much mana Ogodei had left, 2 more hits, Constantine would have made the comeback happen and not up the score. But instead, Ogodei is back up by 2. That was a great comeback effort there from Constantine.
Yeah. Question in chat. Ogodei is using a spell called Mana Shield, so his blue mana globe on the right-hand side of the screen is gonna take damage from when he's using that. I mean, Ogodei's winning, but Constantine's making him fight for it. That's for sure.
Well, most definitely there. I mean, I thought Ogodei had game number 8 comfortably in the bag, but Constantine didn't give up there until the very end, and he was just a couple of hits away there from evening up this match at 4. But Ogodei barely hanging on here. We'll see what happens in round number 9.
Yeah. I mean, we've I think it was 3-1 at one point. So let's see if Constantine can't just pull another couple rounds off here.
Certainly. Ogodei had a 4-1 lead early. Constantine got it back to within 4-3. Now Ogodei back up by 2 as round number 9 is just about ready to commence. Our dragon friend is in the arena now. Once he goes away, round 9 will begin. We'll see if Constantine can pull to within 1 again. Here we go.
Oh, we're live.
Certainly are live. Round number 9 is underway. Right now, small lead. Well, now it's pretty much even. Ogodei landing a shot there. Constantine gonna have to use his first potion in just a bit. Ogodei with a very narrow lead at the moment as he uses his first potion. You see, it's about a third of a potion advantage for Ogodei. Constantine got 1 shot in, but not before he took damage. He's going to have to use that second potion. Ogodei right behind him there. He's getting pretty close. every time you teleport, you use up some of your mana there, and Constantine in some trouble. Have to use that third potion. Ogodei's been able to keep his distance, and there's another fireball landed, and Constantine will have to drink his third. So about a 2/3 potion lead for Ogodei. Starting to build that lead a little bit. That lead is continuing to grow for Ogodei. It's now a full potion lead in the early goings. There was a chance for Constantine, but Ogodei got out of the way just in time.
Yeah, I mean, yep. It's a full potion lead for Ogodei still.
Yep, indeed. Looked like Constantine had a chance to cut that lead a little bit. Yeah, you're right. Ogodei, again, has been able to keep his distance. Constantine not able to get any slashes in, and he's been able to retain that full potion lead. And Constantine might have to pop that 5th potion soon. He's low on everything. However, it's Ogodei who has to pop potion 4 first, but then Constantine right behind. So again, still that full potion lead for Ogodei. Ogodei really landing some great shots on Constantine, and Constantine out of mana, and Ogodei still has 4 potions left. Constantine gonna have to use the 6th in short order.
Yeah, I mean, he's stretching it out though, but that, yep, called it.
Ogodei is more than a full potion ahead of Constantine at this point, and we've seen Constantine bounce back from these situations before. He's going to have to find a way to do so here, or he's going to find himself quadruple match point against him.
Yeah. He just pulled another penalty, too. Healing out of bounds. I mean, that was...
Constantine gonna have to use his 7th potion. So again, Ogodei, he has cut the lead. Oh, there's a couple of slashes there from Constantine. He's starting to close the gap a little bit. Ogodei's about to have to use his 7th potion. Constantine still has much of his mana.
Yeah, Ogodei's in a dangerous spot right now. If Constantine manages to hit him, you know, he could slash through that mana shield 1-2 hits. So
Constantine spotted him, but so did Ogodei. So we got to slash in, but Constantine.
yeah, he's in that mana shield, not a
Yeah.
good play.
Yeah, it's an interesting move to be sure, but Constantine's in trouble. Now he's had to sip his last potion. He finds himself about a half potion behind. Little does he know, he was in good position if he didn't use that mana shield to do some serious damage on Ogodei, but again, it's easy when we're in the commentator's booth.
Oh yeah, it's another thing. I mean, this is closer than it looks.
Now, Ogodei gonna have to use that last potion soon, but Constantine really low on mana. There it is. Constantine's gonna need to get a really good stun lock on Ogodei, or it's gonna be a quadruple match point, and Constantine in big trouble now. down he goes. Ogodei had about half of his mana left, so Constantine again was able to cut that deficit, but it was too little too late, and Ogodei has 4 shots of closing out 3 minor league competitions in a row.
Yeah, I mean, we're at match point here. 6-3. Unless Constantine wins 4 points in a row versus Ogodei, it's like Ogodei's going to sit in a good chance to be our champion 3 months in a row. And yeah, some comments in chat here about knowing the opponent's hit point level, mana point level. I mean, if they're just looking at their screen, I mean, they're not really going to know how much mana their opponent has while the hit points are displayed. Well, that goes both ways. You know, Ogodei isn't going to know how many more times Constantine can heal. Because, you know, he's using his mana to heal for the most part, and that's kind of, you know, driving his effective hit points up.
That's actually a good question, though. Is a competitor allowed to watch the other's restreamers that forbid?
I don't see why they wouldn't be.
On any event, Hydra has been summoned for round number 10, and match point for Ogodei, if he takes this home, it will be a 3-peat.
Yeah, that Guardian spell or the Hydra's up. Intense match right here. Let's see if Constantine can win 4 of them in a row.
Currently capable of doing so, but he's really going to have to dig deep.
He didn't start off with Mana Shield this time, so that's a good...
It is going to be Constantine who's going to have to drink the first potion first. Ogodei's got about half of his mana left. Constantine really getting shelled there by several fireballs, and Ogodei's not up by that much. I'd say about, yeah, good stun lock there from Constantine, and but then Ogodei comes roaring back. Take game train. Ogodei's not messing around here in round number 10.
Yeah, Ogodei more teleporting, moving around, shooting fireballs, get a little more predictable.
Yeah, Constantine could not teleport in time to dodge that fireball, and he's low on mana again. Now Ogodei had to use his 3rd potion, but now Constantine has to use his 4th. There's a little stun lock there from Constantine with the slashing, but Ogodei is not letting him close the gap.
Yeah, we're neck and neck right now. Looks like Ogodei's leads diminishing a bit.
Just a little bit, but he's not been able to allow Constantine to pass him at the moment, and there's the 5th potion used for Constantine. Ogodei still has half of his mana left before he has to use his 5th. Using his 5th, but Constantine almost out of mana and gonna have to use his 6th in a little bit. He does. Well, close the gap just a little bit, but he's gonna have to do a little bit more if he wants to get back in this one.
Yeah, I mean, he just missed an opportunity there. He was right next to Ogodei. He teleported instead of doing some damage.
And because of that, Ogodei's lead is now starting to widen again, close to a full potion. But Constantine did land a bit of a stun lock to close it back to within about a half a potion. Ogodei gonna have to use his 7th in just a bit, but Constantine doesn't have much mana left either. Another nice shot landed there from Ogodei. And Constantine's going to have to pop his last potion very shortly. And there it is, the last potion used. Ogodei's about to have to use his last as well.
Hiding in the closet, Constantine in the middle there.
Oh, and there it is!
Oh!
Constantine catching Ogodei off guard with 1 potion left in hand, and Constantine is still alive. It's 7-4.
Yeah. 6-4, but yeah, 2-point spread.
Right, 6-4. Exactly. Constantine 6-4. Still trailing by 2 points, and he is still facing match point.
So, well, I guess I actually missed it. And, it looked like, I guess Ogodei was just kind of riding his mana a little bit low and got caught. Is that what happened?
Yep. That's exactly what happened. He was low on mana, and like Constantine's been doing quite a bit in tonight's match. He's been trying to ride out his potion as long as he could, and Ogodei got a little bit too greedy, it looked like.
Yeah. That will do it. When you're up, he had that lead at the whole pretty much the whole game, even there at the end, right? I mean, he had a full potion left.
Yeah, he was ahead wire to wire in that game, and then all it takes is one mistake there, and your opponent will sneak in and take that game. That's exactly what Constantine did. Our scoreboard doesn't show it just yet, but it is 6-4 in favor of Ogodei. It's still match point for him. Constantine's got to win this one to force a round 12.
Yeah. Hopefully he can do it again. I mean, he's pulling all the stops out, that's for sure.
There it is.
No more mana shield so far.
I think Constantine has made the proper adjustment there, Game Train. He knows that mana shield's not really served him well against Ogodei, and he's just got to use the strategy that's worked for him in his successful games. And here we go, round 11.
Question in chat regarding R and Y. That R is ready, Y would be for yes. Looks like Ogodei really in the lead here again.
Yeah, he's using the same aggressive tactics that he used in round 10, and it's so far showing the same early successful results. Constantine looked like he did get one slash in on Ogodei, but Ogodei still, that lead is starting to widen a little bit. Having said that, Constantine's going to have to use his second potion, but Ogodei about to have to use his second as well. It's pretty close now. Ogodei landing a few good fireballs on Constantine. Constantine low on mana. It's about a third of a potion lead, maybe a half a potion lead for Ogodei. He's about to have to use his third, which he does right there. About a half potion lead. Constantine tried to get a slash in there, but he was a little too late. Players have 4 potions left. Again, pretty close, but Constantine's got to win this game to force a round 12, or Ogodei will be your minor league champion for this month. Ooh, Constantine getting a nice stun lock in on Ogodei, and we've pulled to even.
Yeah, this is a tie match right now. He needs to stop. I think that was a phase chain heal, but not heal out of bounds.
Constantine got a good slash in there on Ogodei, and he's actually built a little bit of a lead on him now.
I mean, we're neck and neck once again.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to come down to that last potion once again here, Game Train. However, Ogodei landing a few good shots there to try to recapture the lead, but I think this is essentially even because Ogodei's going to have to use his 7th potion soon. He actually uses it first. Constantine trying to ride out this potion before he has to use it. It's burned him a couple times so far in this match, and he can't let that happen here in a must-win situation. Yep, he's going to use it right there, and ooh, Ogodei catching him sleeping there, losing some health there. So yeah, it's again pretty much even. It's going to come down to that wire. Ogodei with the very narrow lead late in this round.
Yeah, very, very narrow lead.
Constantine's out of mana. Gonna have to use that final potion, but Ogodei is down!
Oh.
Constantine has now fended off 2 match points to close it to within 6-5.
I mean, Ogodei just, we when you're looking at the player's mana and you're kind of judging the lead and who's ahead, the thing we got to realize is that Ogodei, that's his health flow, so
Now, basically, it's right, because basically when you lose all of your mana, if you take 1 hit, you lose all of your life.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we can pull up the equipment spreadsheet here quick as we're waiting. Let's
talking about the potential that somebody might have died with full HP. It looked like that had happened in an earlier round game train where Agadai used his potion, and then all of a sudden dead.
He used it right after his mana shield went down. Let's take a look at that sheet here. So we're looking at Ogodei. No, he didn't. He isn't. Yeah, Ogodei has 132 HP, so one swing from Constantine's sword, even if he does minimum damage, Ogodei's dead once he's out of mana shield with one hit.
Yeah, I kind of figured that that was the situation right there, but do need to restock our belts here. But Constantine has forced a 12th round here. If he wins this one, we go to the decider.
Yeah, and how crazy would it be if we had a double KO?
Yeah, I would love to see that. Then they'd have to do a 14th round, and then we'd have another double KO. No, now I'm just grasping straws.
All right, here we go.
All right, both of the players wish each other luck. Hydra's out on the field, and when he goes away, we will begin round number 12. Here we go. Pretty close between these two in the early goings here of round number 12. Constantine, no more mana left. Ogodei, about half of his mana. So again, just a small lead. Ooh, but there, ooh. Constantine, whoa, man. Pushing it a little bit far, but Constantine is rewarded with some nice stun lock slashes on Ogodei. He's built himself a lead here in round 12.
Yeah. I mean, we watched him win a few matches where he was down, so let's see if he can't...
Absolutely, Game Train. We'll see how he handles it when he's in the lead. Of course, he doesn't know he's in the lead, but let's see how he handles the pressure when he's got an advantage. Ogodei has less than half of his mana left. Constantine, not much mana before he's got to use that second potion. Ogodei's going to have to use that third potion very shortly. Constantine trying to track down who, but Ogodei spotted him just in time there. Constantine was ready to go for another slash stun lock.
Yeah, one potion advantage for Constantine here. Pretty much right on the button with one full potion. He's going to have to heal.
Ogodei is starting to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he hits Constantine a couple more times, forces him to drink a potion. Yeah, there we go.
But Ogodei's going to have to use his fourth. Constantine, boy, look out!
Constantine almost got killed there.
Yeah, he was close to losing the match right there. Constantine's still in the lead, but gonna have to use that fourth potion soon. I'm gonna have to use his fifth soon. So Constantine's pretty much retained about that one potion lead on Ogodei since that early flurry he put on Ogodei. Constantine's actually built that lead a little bit, but he's going to have to use that potion right now. Not a full potion lead at the moment for Constantine. Ogodei going to have to change up his strategy, otherwise we're going to go to a 13th. Landing some nice fireballs there, and he has cut that deficit now. We're down to less than half a potion.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's...
Ogodei getting another few good fireballs in on Constantine, and this is going to be close to who uses that 6th potion first. It's going to be Ogodei first, but Constantine's not that far back from having to use his 6th. He'll have to use it right now. It's pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah, I mean, that's a couple seconds difference there.
Oh, absolutely it is. I mean, it is close. I mean, you're talking about high drama here when you're looking at someone who needs to win this one like Constantine, and now Ogodei has pulled into the lead a little bit. However, having said that, now Ogodei, he's going to have to use his 7th potion first. Constantine, he's going to try to ride this out as long as he possibly can, see if he can get a stun lock before he has to use his 7th. That's to try to get a stun lock in, but couldn't quite get it, and he'll have to drink his 7th potion. It's very, very close.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much even right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at their mana counts. Yeah, they're about as even as they possibly can. And Constantine tried to get a slash hit on Ogodei, but didn't quite convert.
I'd say Constantine's a bit ahead right now.
Yeah, because
slightly.
Right, because Ogodei is going to have to use that potion before his mana hits 0. Constantine, can wait it out just a little bit. So yeah, you'd be right. And there is that last potion for Ogodei. But Constantine's going to have to use his last in a little bit. He's trying to ride it out, though.
Yeah, he's
trying to push the envelope a little bit.
He wants to get hit by one more fireball before he uses it.
There's a couple of hits there from Ogodei, or from Constantine. Ogodei's down to less than half his mana. Constantine has a shot here. There's another couple of hits there from Constantine. A couple more hits there, and he's going to tie this up. And that's it. We go to a 13th. Constantine, who was down 6-3, has knotted it up at 6, and we go to a 13th and final round of this match. Can you believe it, Game Train?
I can. I can certainly believe it because I just watched it happen. I didn't think he was going to be able to win. He's won 3 in a row. He's going to have to win one more, but I mean, he certainly has momentum on his side right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he is carrying all the momentum here. He is trying to stop the 2-month winning streak for Ogodei in the minor league PvP championship here on Diablo. Ogodei gonna have to find a way to dig deep and just forget about what's happened the last few matches and find a way to not let this slip away, or Constantine will pull off the 6-3 comeback win.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was watching Ogodei, kind of trying to take notes as to how he's able to beat, Constantine as a sorcerer. I mean, Constantine's just showing, in my opinion, just breathtaking skill in this event since he started. Beating sorcerers as a warrior is incredibly challenging, and he's been doing it. I mean, he's been beating up on me as a warrior. That's for sure. And Ogodei, earlier on in the match, I was really watching Ogodei. He was keeping a good distance. You know, he was keeping about, I want to say, probably about half a, not a half a screen, maybe a quarter of a screen away, maybe 5, 6 paces away from Constantine, keeping, you know, just out of reach of his sword there, constantly shooting fireballs. He was really very consistent with that pace when he won those first 3 rounds and had the lead. And I've kind of noticed he's kind of drifted away from that strategy here in the late game. You know, kind of pulling a little further away, allowing Constantine to walk around a little bit.
And whereas Agadein's made an adjustment that's not really helped him out, Constantine has made the proper adjustment. You know, he's dropped the mana shield. He's gotten good slash stun locks in on him, and he's been able to dodge the attacks that Ogodei has thrown his way, and that's the reason why Constantine has brought it back to even with this 13th round, going to decide this month's minor league champ.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and when you look at, you know, how close these matches have been, you know, most of them. I mean, we're going on to the 13th round here. I mean, probably at least 10 of these have been just neck and neck, like right down to the wire. Something as small as using mana shield when you shouldn't. That could be the determining factor right there.
Yeah, of the 12 rounds we've had, only one has been an early exit. All the other ones have pretty much come down to the wire.
Yeah.
Well, here we go, round 13 for all the marbles. I got a good shot in on him and establishing a small lead early.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have to be at the edge of their seats right now. They really do.
Yeah, because they know one mistake right now, it's going to cost them the championship. Constantine trying to ride out that potion as long as he can, and actually, because of it, Ogodei uses his potion first, so early advantage Constantine here in round 13. Keep in mind, he was down 6-3 facing elimination. He has fended off 3 match points. He's trying to fend off the 4th and final one, and oh my goodness, that was a close call there. Constantine, if he went a half a second later, that would have been it.
Yeah, his health globe was empty. He must have had like 2 hit points there.
Yeah, he was down to like 1 or 2 HP. You're absolutely right there, Gain Train. I thought he bit the dust right there. He used it just in time. I'm gonna have to use his second potion, so we're about even again, which is the way it should be, considering how close they've been all night.
Oh,
Still neck and neck.
literally.
Looks like Constantine got 1 shot in on Ogodei, but Constantine's still trailing in this one.
I mean, they're pretty even. Because remember, that's Ogodei's health.
Not enough
there.
mana.
Right.
Heal it.
Ooh, that was a nice shot there from Ogodei getting a hit there in Constantine. So again, neck and neck, 4 potions left each. Oh boy, Constantine! Whoa, boy, that's the third time now tonight in this game, number 13, where he's really pushed the envelope before healing.
Wow, and he goes from a heal right into a stun lock.
Yeah, absolute phenomenal moves here, and he's now built a lead.
Yeah, I mean that's. Yeah, I would encourage him to heal there too. I think that's the right move.
I'm gonna really have to make some good shots here to try and get back in this one. Constantine gonna have to use that potion soon. He does. It's about a half potion lead for Constantine. Still close. But Constantine again, a few good slashes there, and Ogodei down to 1 potion.
This is why they call him Constantine.
That is for sure. There's another good slash. Oh, but a good couple of fireballs there from Ogodei, and Constantine.
Ooh, yeah.
He's getting down there on life. It's going to come down to the wire one more time, folks, and we wouldn't want it any other way. Guy's probably going to have to use his final potion first. Constantine has a little bit of leeway, and there is that final potion. Oh, but Ogodei with the flurry, and Ogodei takes down Constantine for the win and is able to survive after being ahead 6-3. Constantine forced round 13, had the lead, but caught Constantine napping, and Ogodei has successfully three-peated.
Yeah. Talk about a close match, that's for sure.
Wow. I did not expect that to happen. Wow. Constantine looked like he had a shot of coming back from 6-3, had the lead.
I thought he was going to win it. I really did.
I did too. I thought Constantine was going to complete the comeback, but does not. He rode that final potion a little bit too long. You know, he had him on the ropes. Ogodei was potionless. Constantine still had 1, but Ogodei put on a flurry, and Constantine just did not react in time to use that heal potion.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a heck of a comeback. It just was just
heck of a match.
Yeah. 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 Really, that one point earlier where was it Constantine that died early in one of them, or was it Ogodei?
It was Constantine who died early in one of them, because I remember it was 1-1, then it was 2-1, then it was 3-1. It was Constantine.
Yeah, I mean he's got to be thinking about that one point, saying, "Geez, if I just, was able to play that one point, this could be a different story here."
Yeah, it's easy to look at one game, one moment in a match like this, as close and competitive as it was. Constantine, I mean, you got to give him a lot of credit. He fought back. I mean, when he was down 6-3, it really wasn't looking good for him. He made the proper adjustments, got it to the 13th and final game of the match, and had a lead going into that final potion. But Ogodei made one really good move, got Constantine cornered with fireballs, and just did not react in time. And Ogodei, 3 months in a row, you're minor league champion for the Diablo PvP championship. But I tell you what, both of them deserve to win this evening.
Oh yeah, that was a. I think that's our best match we've had yet.
I agree.
I think Constantine had a really good match in Major League a while back. I think that was a really good. I think Royale ended up winning that match, and that was a really good victory, a really good match. I actually want to watch that one again, but this was phenomenal.
Looks like we do have Constantine here in the commentators booth with us. GG, a very well fought match. You were down 6-3. You brought it back to within even, and you actually had Ogodei potionless, but then he got you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, that happens. So, but I'm pretty happy what we did tonight. I'm just dead.
Yeah, and you get to do. I mean, first of all, like Ozcard fan was saying, that was a really good match. You know, we both thought you were going to win it when you won those 3 in a row at the end there, and a lot of those points were, so close that, if Agadai won, if you hit him one more time with your sword, or maybe 2 more times, he would have been gone. And a lot of them where you won, I mean, you saw it. One more fireball, you would have been toast. So it was really, literally neck and neck the whole way.
Yeah. I don't know what to say actually. With Ogodei, we have been practicing with for a half year maybe. So like we know our styles, our everything, and when we can keep up the tempo, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it seemed like and maybe a rewatch the match, maybe you won't, but it definitely seemed like using Mana Shield wasn't all that much of a winning strategy in this matchup. I don't know, what were your thoughts on that? Maybe what were you trying to do with the Mana Shield?
Yeah. I actually at one time at what I don't remember. Maybe the fourth duel I used mana shield very late, and that was a mistake. But otherwise, the mana shield in the beginning is to secure a defensive position or aggressive, because if the sorcerer starts attacking right away and hits you a few times, you have to pop. So you will lose that mana anyway. But yeah.
I hear you. It's more of a buffer to try to prevent a quick potion needing to be drank there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great match. I really do, and so thanks again for putting on a show for us. I don't know, man. I mean, I thought it was great, And like I said before, I really thought you were gonna win it. I really did. I thought you were gonna do 4 in a row at the end there. You had momentum.
Yeah, that last hit, I was on diagonal, I think, so I left my guard, and when I saw the red screen, I was disappointed a bit. But, sadly, next month.
Yeah, man. Well, we got another match tomorrow, so Major League Championship. So we'll have to see. How you fare there versus yours truly. You already beat me once this month in minor league.
Yep, that's actually tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. We don't know what channel it's going to be on. It's going to be, of course, on one of the Speed Gaming channels. I will be doing commentary for that. We'll see if anybody else signs up for it, but it's going to be a good one. The rematch that took place about a week ago where Gain Train, well, you've seen what Constantine's done. Yeah, hopefully you've taken some good notes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be taking some notes tonight. That's for sure.
Well, guys, I'm going to head off. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow night. Bye from me.
All right, take care, Constantine.
So do you know if we're going to have an interview with Ogodei or not?
No, he messaged me. It's late there, so he can't join us on here. He's gonna wake up his housemates, the people he lives
Nope,
with.
I totally get it. But again, big congratulations to Ogodei for winning this month's minor league championship for the Diablo PvP competition. That's 3 months in a row. So in July, he's going to go for number 4.
Yeah, I mean that's the way it works. That's the way it works.
But I'll tell you what a match. As you mentioned, this is definitely the best one I've seen since we've debuted here on Speed Game. And I hope you all enjoyed it because it was a blast.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoy dueling in these events, and even commentating or just watching them. From not in the booth, and they're definitely fun. So I don't know. I guess it's probably about time to wrap this up. I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, I will wish you the best of luck in tomorrow's match against Constantine Gain Train.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna need it.
After the comeback that Constantine had against Ogodei, giving him a real run for his money, yeah, but anything's possible.
Absolutely.
So with that, on behalf of our 2 contestants tonight, Constantine and Ogodei, please make sure you give them both a follow. For everybody here on Speed Gaming, for my commentator partner, Gain Train, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great evening. We will see you tomorrow night for the Major League Championship of the Diablo 1 PvP series. Have a great night, everybody.